Hello all, this is Hippy Sue to the rescue, reading chapter 2, part 4, where you have decided to continue reading along and go to the lodge. You race down the dirt footpath leading back to the lodge, coming to the first set of stairs, where a young girl is standing saying, "Welcome to my tour. Please listen to all rules and stories." You both walk right by her up the stairs to the deck of the lodge, opening the sliding doorway leading to a small sitting area. You look back at the door just to make sure it wasn't the secret one. Jordan quietly says, "Come on. I will check the first level. You can check the downstairs." Quickly walking out to the hallway, making her way from one end to the other, checking each and every door. "Jordan, don't forget to check the bathroom doors too." Making your way downstairs to check all doors you can find. By the time you get back to the kitchen area, Jordan is already there. I didn't find anything upstairs. Doesn't look like you had any luck here either. Now what? Yeah, that's very true. I have found nothing. I guess we could, try either the doctor's house or maybe the hospital? Yeah, Jordan agrees, and you both make your way to the lodge driveway, starting to walk in the direction of the doctor's house and hospital. If you decided to go to the hospital, continue reading from here. If you decided to go to the doctor's house, turn to chapter number 26. Holding on tightly and with a pull on the huge wooden front door, you head in. Exhilaration rumbles through your bones as your foot touches the first step leading into the massive hospital. With excitement in your voice, you look back at Jordan. "I have a really good feeling about this." You both enter into the foyer. The golden key begins to glow in your hand immediately. You quickly, "Jordan, better close your eyes. This key's going to get really bright again." Wow, even with my eyes closed, it is super bright in here. I'm going to try and open. Are you? Yeah, I think so, Jordan. Wow, there it is. The door, Jordan. Oh my God. Jordan, we found the door. We did it, we found the door. I wonder what's behind it. Hurry, you better use that key before something else happens to us. Looking up to the third floor of the foyer on the right side of the dual winding staircase, there stands a small hobbit door encased in gold, raised symbols of angels, eagles, and flowers. You make your way up the third level of the hospital, the old restricted area. You hold the golden key against your lips, and with a kiss you reach out and insert it into the doorknob, watching as it begins to disappear. You can hear Jordan, "Hurry up, turn the key, it's disappearing. I don't want to have to go and look for another one." You quickly turn the key and the door slowly creaks open. The sounds of a harp can be heard coming from beyond the door. Laughter and singing begins to fill the air. You crawl through the door to be met with what reminds you of animated, beautiful butterflies, brightly colored with blues, greens, reds, and yellows floating around you, trying to get your attention. Birds are singing a melody in the background when you notice a wooden bridge covered with dark green ivy and grapes hanging off its edges, an arced rainbow perfectly set above it. You turn back to Jordan. Jordan, look at that bridge. I can see all my family animals, all the ones my family have ever owned, who have passed away already. They're on the other side of it, all playing together, enjoying all the land they want, running free. Can you see them? You're following behind, half excited and half sad. It will be awesome to see them and touch them, but then you will have to let them go again. Jordan is filled with excitement. I can sure see them. Let's go say hi. She begins to make her way to the wooden bridge. Reassured that all your animals are very happy, you let your thoughts leave your mind, accepting the fact that you are extremely lucky to have the opportunity to have your animals with you one more time. So absorb it. You continue walking over the bridge with your childhood dog Trixie. She's the first one to notice you, running as fast as she can across the field to meet with you. Her black and white fur flying through the air, she is young again and full of energy. You think back to how your mom would tell you stories of how Trixie would pick you up by the diaper and bring you back into the yard. How Trixie was always there for you, to not only watch over you, but play with you too. You remember how much fun it was to walk into the park with Trixie, running and playing catch with her and your sisters. She was the one who got you prepared for a long life of loving and caring for animals. You think back to the day your mom had to put Trixie down, how you and your sisters all sat with Trixie for that last few pictures. How hard it was to not have her with you anymore, petting her over and over, getting as many hugs and kisses as you can. Next to arrive is Loham, your first kitten as a child. She was found in the garage, very small and scared, a beautiful gray striped tabby, Himalayan mix. You remember how your mom made you wait while you tried to find her owner before being allowed to keep her. How excited you were when the answer was yes, you could keep her. Next, she had kittens. Two, only two, and your mom let you, the family, keep them both. That was really exciting because you got to own one of the kittens, Boots. He was your pride and joy, becoming the biggest cat you ever owned, weighing in at 20 pounds. Misty was your next cat, and there she is right next to Boots like she always was. She was a stray you had taken in when she was just a kitty. You always seen her as Boots's girlfriend and the love of his life. Both of them went away to die, leaving you vowing to always be there for any of your future animals. Then you see her, the first dog you ever called your own, Sheba. What an amazing dog, and such a beauty, with her golden fur and dark brown eyes, reminding you of a queen, even though she loved having puppies and left you so she could raise a batch of red-tailed fox puppies when their mum had died. She was still your first protector and most precious companion, helping and supporting you through many trials and tribulations. It is amazing to feel her soft coat again, to see her tail wagging, and how excited she is to see you absorbing all her hugs and kisses. Next, both Shelby and Spookers beg for your attention, your girls from those hard times, during your struggles of health and welfare. Shelby is her bright has her bright white fur with black and brown face with those big eyes, black spots down the side, and a pink spot on her nose. Spooker still has her shiny pure black coat of fur and her pink nose, purring and rubbing against both you and Shelby. You thank them for keeping you alive for all the years they had and for sending you the next two dogs to carry on where they left off. Tears form in your eyes as you hug Shelby and Spooker, seeing Suncherry, the last cat you had owned, making her way close to you, hoping for her turn to get a pet in. You pick her up and hold her close, giving her some lovin', petting her ears, noticing she can now hear when you speak to her. Then you see her, Piper, your last dog, the one who has just passed away only a few weeks ago, waiting for all your other pets to reunite with you before she runs towards you. You kneel down with your arms stretched out. Piper jumps right into your arms, licking and pinning you to the ground, just thrilled to see you again. She is looking really healthy, her black and white fur coat shiny again, not suffering in pain anymore. You laugh and hug her, telling her how happy you are to see her, thanking her for knowing when her time had come for you to be able to now own your next protector and companion, your baby girl, Belle. Jordan is busy playing and petting your animals when all of a sudden she spits out, "Do you think we are in heaven now?" Take a moment, look around. I sure hope not. I'm not sure where we are though, but look how beautiful it is here. First thing to catch your attention is all the families enjoying the warm sun rays and the breeze while sitting atop blankets laid out on plush green grass for a picnic, laughing and playing in a huge playground. Men and women alike are pushing their children on swings, laughing and chattering with each other. The air is fresh and crisp like an early spring morning. A hand water pump sits in the center of the playground. Kids and adults are using it to fill their cups and jugs with fresh well water, drinking it, and some are even having a water fight, tossing it on each other, laughing and running around in circles. You also notice how some of the adults and children are wearing clothes from the early 1900s. Girls in plain knee-length dresses with lace around the collar and wrist of the sleeves, wearing wool socks and laced-up black shoes. Boys are wearing sailor suits, a shirt with a sailor collar, and a pair of knickerbockers, also with laced-up black shoes and wool socks. Women are wearing plain long dresses, hiding their legs with lace around necklace and necklines and sleeves, wearing a bonnet atop their heads or wide-brimmed hats with ribbons wrapped and tied around them, accented with lace, wool socks, and black laced-up shoes. The men are wearing their pinstripe suits, a Homburg or a fedora hats, and wingtip black shoes, all looking sharply dressed in their plain colored clothes and extremely happy to be enjoying their day. Other adults and children you see are not dressed in such an older style of clothing. Instead, they are dressed in, present time clothes, shorts, t-shirts, bare feet or sandals, yet all seem to be playing with or around each other. What is going on in this place? You notice an old single-room school in immaculate condition, made from logs of wood similar to a cabin. Many smiling kids are racing for the doors. A younger woman wearing an early 1900s dress with an apron hanging over her neck and tied around her waist stands in the doorway. She waves at those in the playground. Some notice her waving back. The windmill runs in the background, its mill turning the water coming from the waterfall, rushing down massive sandstone rocks. A huge garden sits close by with a beautiful church with a steeple right next to it. Is this the village? Oh my God, Jordan, look over there. Isn't that the village? Jordan stops petting your animals to take a look. Wow, yeah, maybe. It looks pretty nice though, and I don't know. I don't think those two ghosts, I don't see them anymore. Instead, I see like a lot more ghosts maybe. Happy ghosts, mind you, but looks like a lot more that are over there, that's for sure. I don't know if they are ghosts, Jordan. Most of them probably are, but look at how some of them are wearing modern day clothes compared to the other ones. As for the entire village, yes, I would agree, it does look a lot nicer. Like it's been renovated or something, maybe? What do you think? I don't know, should we go and check it out? It looks really nice over there. Almost like it's a movie. You agree with Jordan and motion for your pets to follow you as you begin walking towards the village. Jordan turns round to face you and continues walking backwards. This has been the best camping trip ever. I am so glad we came. I don't even feel scared anymore, even though this is pretty strange. It sure is awesome. Oh yeah, I love it here too. I wish it was like this all the time. Wouldn't that be great? Some of your animals run ahead, racing around and playing with each other. You watch your dogs and cats get closer to kids playing in the sandbox. They all stop for a pet on their way by, And each child is so excited to see them, laughing, reaching out and petting all your girls. And all your girls are returning the favor with lots of licking. Yet when the dogs run by other kids sitting with their parents on the blanket, none of them notice each other. The dogs just keep running onto the next child. Then you see something interesting. Each child your dog runs to are dressed in the early 1900s clothing, and those who are dressed in the modern clothes, your dogs just run right on by. What is going on? Maybe you are in heaven after all. When reaching the village, you look at Jordan. Wow, this place looks like it's been completely restored to its original state, maybe. Everything looks like that. You point to the two horses standing in front of the fire hall. Everything looks like that. And you begin to walk your way to them. Jordan runs ahead. Do you think they're real Klondike horses? I sure hope so. You run after Jordan. They sure look real from here. Arriving first, Jordan reaches out to pet the first horse. With surprise in her voice. Whoa, this isn't a real horse. It's wax museum kind of horse. Well, you all sort of confused. Whoa is right. Look, there's a fireman over there and stuff hanging on the wall in here. Jordan. She walks past the wax figurine to a fireman and into the fire hall. You look closer at the details of the horses. The eyes are looking right back at you. You move, they move. The horse's eyes are following you. Its horse's hair is amazing. Each strand of hair is like a strand of wax. Each muscle is formed with such preciseness it makes you reach out just to touch it and feel how real it might be. With your eyes closed, you can imagine a real horse as you follow how the muscle was carved. Even the harness of the horse is wearing has been carved from wax. Truly amazing. A smaller old steam-powered fire truck sits next to the brightly painted red fire hall with a white siren attached to the outside front wall. The fire truck has a nice clean black frame with 4 old tires, reminding you of the old, oversized pedal bike tire. Having the black rubber and the white trim, the old fire truck is employing a 2-section wooden ladder elevated by a spring-loaded worm gear. It's assisted by a hand crank and hand wheels extending the ladder and rotating the ladder on a turntable with hose reels attached to its side and a steam power pump stabilized in the center. Making your way past the wax figurine of the fireman, you admire all the details put into the smile, masking wrinkles on his face. With hands in his pockets, looking thrilled to be doing his job in a small village. Once inside, you can tell how for sure things have changed. There are rubber-lined duck coats hanging on, all in a line on the sidewall, with a set of rubber boots beneath each coat, all ready to be used. A handmade wooden desk sits against the far wall with black candlestick telephone sitting on top of it. A pad of paper is strategically placed beside the telephone. A handmade wooden stool is pushed close to the desk. A red cushion sits on it. Wow, Jordan. Whew. Are you admiring that old style phone? Jordan, I think they have turned this place into a wax museum. Ooh, yeah, I'm not sure who you mean by they, but to be honest, I think we did all this. What? I was talking about the people who own this place and let us come camping here for a week, but maybe you're right. Maybe we did do this. When we came through the Hobbit door is when all of this changed. That would be what you're thinking, right? Yes, that's exactly what I'm thinking. It all makes sense. Enter the secret door and it will take you to places never encountered before. Isn't that what it said? That hint of what would happen after we got the key and found the door? You instantly respond, oh, yes, you are right. It did say that. Let's check out that awesome looking 8-sided church next. This is awesome. I wonder how real this really is. There, only a few steps from the fire hall, stands an old, slick white octagon-shaped church with deep, dark blue accented windows and door frames. Each of its 8 sides contain one rectangular-shaped window with a multicolored stained glass window panes in each. On each facing side of church is 2 windows half the size of the other windows embedded within the front door, also containing multicolored stained glass window pane in each. The steeple sits upon top of the tower, incorporating a belfry giving forth the sounds of bells ringing, a lantern in a spire giving its pyramid look, all dressed in the same slick white paint. There is a small open front porch where a brass bell hangs freely from lattice on the left side. A chair and a small table occupy the right side. You walk inside. Right away, first thing you notice is how from ceiling the sun shines right through the lantern into the steeple onto the crossing of the church. It is not a very large church. Maybe 20 people can fit in it at one time, but it is outright gorgeous. You notice how each stained glass window carries a picture, a lamb in one, a flaming sacred heart, and a cherub dressed in white with short golden colored hair. Others have a white dove, a set of crossed keys, a fish, Virgin Mary, and Jesus. A Bible stand with open Bible sits on the minister altar with a half-drawn deep red velvet curtain hanging behind it. The sun shines through yet another 2 small windows embedded in the back door of the church. To either side of the main aisle are 6 rows of handmade wooden pews. Each has a place for a songbook and a Bible to be held on the back side of the pews. A deep red carpet rides down center aisle straight to the crossing of the church, beautiful colors dancing across the floor from all the stained glass windows. You walk slowly to the crossing, looking up to watch the bells and the sun dance together as they continue to ring. Jordan is already behind the curtain, looking out the back door. She looks back into the church, motioning with her hand for you to come with her. You stop, turn, look back just for a moment to absorb the church's new beauty. You follow Jordan through the back door, finding a huge vegetable garden, fresh flowers and herbs, fruit trees, bushes everywhere, and behind the garden is the most breathtaking waterfall, portraying a mountain of massive sandstone rocks with crystal clear water rushing down them and through a cattail and long grass-surrounded moat, connecting to an old yet still working windmill. A garden arch trellis covered in vines of dark red roses sit at the church's backyard. To the right is a pedestal for a golden lantern to sit on, with a pack of wooden matches in a waterproof case next to it. To the left of the trellis is a short white sign stating, "May you all rest in peace, in honor of those who have lost their battle with tuberculosis." Once walking through the trellis, you see rows and rows of handmade wooden crosses for headstones, ages ranging from babies to elderly, showing how this deadly disease had no qualms on who it took or when. The grave sites were well taken care of, with wild flowers growing everywhere, giving a needed sense of peace and tranquility. An older gentleman dressed in light brown overalls with a long-sleeved white and brown striped shirt and a pair of rubber boots, with a rake in one hand and a watering can in the other, he makes his way towards a section of headstones, setting the watering can down on the ground and begins to rake between the headstones, stopping to pull the odd weed. He notices you. "Hello, ma'am. Isn't it beautiful today? With the birds singing, flowers blooming, and the sun shining, how could it be even more beautiful than today?" Wow, yes, it is the most beautiful day, sir. You reach down and pull a weed while asking. You do an awesome job keeping the graveyard well maintained. Have you worked here long? He sets his rake down and answers, I have lived and worked here for most of my life, most of my working years. Now I get to spend the rest of my life enjoying what I love to do in the most beautiful place in the world. Oh, let me be the first to thank you, sir, for taking such a good care of those who have passed on. I was once involved in burying all these wonderful people, and it is my pleasure to continue caring for them. Oh, that's amazing, sir. You are truly an amazing person, and I thank you again. With a smile and a wink, he picks up his rake and continues on his way through the graveyard. You take time to acknowledge headstones as you pass by, saying a prayer while you continue to walk through, returning back to the church where you ran into Jordan. Wow, Jordan, I just met an old man walking in the graveyard. I think he's a ghost. He says he's lived and worked here his entire working life and buried all those people in the cemetery and now cares for them for the rest of the time. Isn't this place just amazing? I can't believe we did this. The perfect way to respect all those who lived and died here. I bet we are seeing the spirits of those who have died, finally giving them a place to relax without worry or fears. Oh, I bet you're right. We should try talking to some of them and see if they can see us too? Good idea, wouldn't you have to agree? Oh, yes, great idea, Jordan. How about the next person we see, or spirit for that matter? We will try talking to one of them. Yeah, okay. Jordan agrees, and you both make your way back through the church. Jordan states, let's go to the old single room school next. We can see if any of those kids are spirits or the teacher can see us or even hear us. With a little chuckle, you lead the way to the old bright schoolhouse, single schoolhouse, with yellow accented windows and door frames. It sits right on the ground with no porch, but it still has a couple of comfy looking chairs out front. The teacher stands just 10 feet in front of the door with her arm raised, waving to the people sitting and playing in the playground. A handful of kids are running towards the teacher with a handheld slate under their arm and excitement in their faces. The closer you get, the easier it is to tell they are all wax figurines. They look so lifelike. You say, hi, as you walk by just in case. Jordan runs up to the first child she comes across, waving her hand at him. Without a response, so she tries the next one. Still no response. Hey, Jordan, they aren't real, are they? No, they aren't real. I don't think they're spirits either. You walk by the kids, touching one just to see how their clothing feels like. To your surprise, the clothes are real. Their clothes are from the early 1900s and they are very real. You and Jordan continue on your way, stopping to look at the teacher. She has a huge smile on her face and long silk black hair. She is dressed in a long, plain, light blue dress covering her legs with wool socks and black lace shoes. She also wears a white apron that drapes over her shoulders and ties around her waist. When entering the school, you can see a potbelly stove in one corner with a kettle and pot on top, used for making tea and stew for lunch. A makeshift blackboard is attached to the back wall, painted with black paint. A single desk sits next to it with fresh flowers in a vase on top. A child is busy cleaning the blackboard, and another one has erasers in his hands, heading for the door. There are about 20 old wooden school desktops and chairs, which are attached together by a metal bar and four legs with metal feet. You can hear Jordan. Hey, remember when our school desk looked like that? Then we got the ones where the desktop could lift up and we could put our things in that way instead. Yeah, thanks, Jordan. Trying to make me feel old or just poor. You try sitting in one of the desks. Jordan starts laughing. Oh, come on. Where should we go next? I want to find someone to meet and find out if they can see us. Well, I don't know. How about we go to the cabins next? I wonder what kind of reconstruction got done there. Maybe we will run into someone there. On your way to the cabin area, begin to hear people talking. You can't make out what they're saying, but you can still hear them. Closer you get, the and clearer they become. It's two women sitting on a bench in one of the old yards connected to the intersecting circle of 8 cabins, carrying on a very interesting conversation. First older woman is saying, "Isn't it just the perfect place to spend our time enjoying nature and the wilderness? I love what they have done to make this place a heritage retreat. They sure put a lot of amount of work into this former TB clinic." The second elder woman responds, "I must agree. I really enjoy how they've honored those who have lived and died here, especially the graveyard. I even heard it isn't haunted anymore. How amazing is that?" When the first woman notices you and Jordan walking closer, "Hello, ladies. Isn't it just a lovely day out? This sure is a wonderful heritage retreat. Are you staying here as well?" You and Jordan exchange a quick glance. You answer first. Yes, ma'am. This is a wonderful place. We have been staying here for, well, this past week now, enjoying every moment of every day. And Jordan has a quick comment. "I must agree, ladies. I love it here." "Yes, it was nice meeting you both. Have a great rest of your day." Both women smile and answer back with a thank you to you too. Extremely excited, you trying really hard not to let it show. Both you and Jordan continue on around the side of the cabin. Before you can even get a word in, Jordan is jumping up and down with excitement. "Okay, wow, now that was real. They are real people." As you jump up and down with Jordan, hand in hand. "Oh, wow, Jordan, yes. Yes, they were real. Okay, okay. Now, they were saying something before we interrupted them. Did you hear what it was, Jordan?" "Oh, yes, something about being a historic place now." You look around at all the beautiful small wooden cabins. All 8 cabins sit in a circle, each having their own small front yard with dark green grass. A short white picket fence surrounding each yard, with metal gates giving access to the center play area and each adjacent yard. Jordan comments, "Wow, look at all these amazing cabins. It looks like these are here for people to stay in." Well, most of them, anyways. As you and Jordan are walking from yard to yard, you stop to talk to a couple of kids playing in the center of the cabins. "Hi, do you two live here?" The little girl shyly laughs as the young boy answers, "No, nobody lives here anymore. We are staying here with our parents for the weekend. There is a really neat cabin over there, though. It has wax people in it." He points to the cabin closest to the lodges. Smiling, you respond, "Oh, well, thank you very much, sir, for all your help. We will be sure to look into the cabin with the wax people in it." The little girl says, "You're very welcome. Have fun." Jordan tries Jordan takes the lead and you follow, making your way over to the cabin the young boy had pointed to. She opens the front door and slowly makes her way in. You take a moment to look through the window next to the front door. The cabin looks much larger inside than it does from the outside. Walking in, you see a wax people. The young boy was talking about a woman dressed in a long green and black plaid dress reaching down to her ankles. She wears an apron with millions of little pink and white flowers imprinted on it, tying around her waist, and a pair of black wool socks and black laced-up shoes. She stands next to a black cast-iron pot-belly stove located in the center of the room, dividing the kitchen area from the living room area. She is busy stirring a pot of stew sitting on the stove. A wooden handmade oak table with 4 oak chairs sits in the kitchen area, displaying settings for 3, with plates and cups. A design of fruit on each plate and cup, with basic silverware on each side of them. A white water basin and white water canter sits on top of the long shelf attached to the wall. The wall is low enough to work as a small kitchen counter. Sorry. The shelf on the wall is low enough to work as a kitchen counter. Next to the basin, the canter has a salt and pepper shaker, a few extra cups, and a saucer, as well as a vase with a bouquet of wild flowers. Under the shelf is a light-colored wood ice box. The top lifts up for a block of ice to be kept in, with the bottom cupboard opening outward for keeping food in. A young boy dressed in blue and white sailor suit with woolen socks and black laced-up shoes sits on one of the kitchen chairs with a huge smile on his face and a fork in one hand and knife in the other, waiting for his meal. In the living room area is a man wearing a black and gray pinstripe suit, a white shirt and black tie, and wingtip shoes. He sits on a small-sized sofa covered in a light yellow cotton blanket, smoking a pipe and reading a book. You walk across the light-colored hardwood floor through a door into a single bedroom, half the size of the cabin. It has 3 metal army cots, all side by side on one wall, with a pillow and 2 red and black plaid wool blankets covering each. A small army footlocker sits at the end of each bed. Clothing hangs on a hook attached to the opposite wall. A man's dark blue suit, a woman's bright red long dress, and a couple of boys' sailor suits. You notice a handwritten sign in a wood frame attached to the wall next to the bedroom door stating, "Welcome to the village. Please help yourself to the garden, water pump, and kitchen located in any one of the 3 lodges. Washrooms and showers are also located in any of the 3 lodges." While walking back out to the kitchen, you run into Jordan. Now, this cabin sure does make it feel like they are comfortable living here. Really nice of that doctor to find a way to make the sick feel wanted and loved. Yes, very nice of him. Still very sad. I agree, Jordan. Heading on your way back to the front door, did you notice how all the wax people are smiling and enjoying their day? No, I didn't really notice that until you just mentioned it. Oh, can you see them? The younger girl and the woman that were hovering, they're sitting on the blanket having a picnic with that man. Quickly, you look in the same direction as Jordan. Oh my God, I think you're right. We should go and see if they can see us. And maybe hear us too. Jordan chuckles as she starts to walk towards the family having a picnic. You listen closely while Jordan talks to the family. She walks up to them. "Excuse me. Hi, my name is Jordan. Do you happen to live here?" The woman answers immediately. "Yes, dear. Yes, we do live here. My name is Alice, and this is my daughter Alice, and my husband Gene. This is the most wonderful place to live." Gene comments right away. "Yes, not only is this the most beautiful place to live, in the world, but we get to live out the rest of time here. Little Alice adds to the conversation. Best part is that we get to be together forever and ever. Jordan looks back at you, smiling. They are ghosts. Can you hear? They can hear us. They can see us too. Jordan looks back at the family, still smiling with excitement. Thank you for speaking with me. You have a great day, Alice says. Goodbye, enjoy your journey. John, Jean, Jean, nicely meeting you. Have a good day yourselves. Thanks, little Alice. Bye, see you later. You and Jordan continue on down the dirt path. At last, staircase leading up to the long, wide deck going to the entire length of the lodge. You turn back to Jordan. We should check and see what the lodge looks like while we are right here. What do you think? Yeah, come on, let's go. She races up the stairs ahead of you. There are 3 two-story lodges on the grounds, all painted a bright white with dark brown trim. Each has a deck full length of back wall with 2 sets of staircases, giving access to dirt footpath. Each deck has a set of French doors leading into the lodge. Using both hands, you pull the doors towards yourself to open them, entering into the quaint little library. The left wall contains a shelving unit from floor to ceiling, all full of many types of books and magazines. A middle-aged man dressed in light brown overalls and a long-sleeved white and brown striped shirt sits on the floor with 2 young girls, both dressed in flowered dresses with white frills around the neckline, wrists, and hemline, black wool socks, and black lace shoes, as well as 2 young boys who are wearing sailor suits, black wool socks, and black lace shoes. You can see the eagerness in the children's eyes as they listen intensely to the story he is reading. He offers to continue reading yet another book as he finishes the one he is reading. A girl jumps up, grabbing a book from the shelf, begging for him to read it next. With a smile, he takes the book from her hands and begins to read it. Jordan sits on the floor next to the man and offers to read the book for the children. To her surprise, he responds to her request by handing her the book, stands up off the floor, and sits on one of the chairs while Jordan's reading to the children. You make your way through the lodge. Light brown wood floor gives you a path to follow through the entire lodge, as walls are white with hand-painted pictures hanging randomly throughout. Heading left down the hallway, you push your way through the set of double doors leading to the washroom area. There are 6 porcelain sinks attached to the wall. Each has a mirror hanging above them. Across from the sinks are 6 porcelain toilets, each enclosed with their own walls and doors. Walking further down the hallway is found another large area with a dozen showers. Most are open, with only a couple enclosed with their own walls and door. Against the wall is a long wooden bench, giving opportunity to sit while getting dressed. You make your way back down the hallway, checking out the rooms on your way by. There are a total of 8 rooms on the second level of the lodge. Each room is rather small, containing only a single hospital bed, a small wooden nightstand, and a small wooden dresser with a wooden chair sitting next to the door opening out to the deck. As you start walking towards the winding staircase, you notice all the crown molding edging along the ceiling, completely gorgeous. You can hear Jordan in the background. Thanks for letting me read with you. It was so much fun. I'm so happy to hear you all will be able to enjoy the rest of your time doing that of what you love to do. She makes her way to the same winding staircase. You turn to her. Hey, Jordan, did you have fun reading to the kids? Oh, yes, I did. I think they're spirits, though, but they all seem very happy to be here. As you start walking down the winding staircase, you comment back. I must agree, Jordan. I noticed that everyone I spoke with so far who is a spirit seems very happy to be here. I also noticed the same when it comes to the living. It's as if this place has become a special retreat for all to come and relax at, be it the living or those who have lived and died here many years ago. The winding staircase ends in the middle of a large kitchen area. One wall is covered with hand-carved oak cupboards, all containing smoked glass, giving a view of beautiful plates, bowls, and cups with a blue farmyard scenery embedded in each. Two large wooden ice boxes with lifting tops for two ice blocks to be placed inside. The four doors open from front to access fruit, vegetables, milk, cheese, and meat were kept nice and cold. They sit next to the black cast iron potbelly stove with the cast iron pots and pans hanging from the ceiling on long black metal hangers above it. On the other side of the winding staircase sits a large oak dining table with 8 oak chairs surrounding it. A light green water basin and a white water canteen sits on the center. Across from the kitchen is a huge living room area with a chestnut brown colored piano and piano bench sitting against the right wall. A large dark green ivy sits on the white pillar in the corner, with oversized pillows scattered on the floor in front of it, making for a nice cozy place to sit and sing or listen to music. The far wall has 6 windows. A few are open, letting a lovely breeze of fresh air, as all the windows allow the sun's rays in to fill the room. A dark brown and white 2-knob radio sits on the shelf attached to the left wall, with an angelic music playing from it. An elderly couple shares one of the 2 couches. Their feet are busy tapping the floor to the music. You don't want to bother them, so you continue down the left hallway to find 8 more small rooms, all looking the same as those on the second level. Jordan has been looking down the hallway leading to the washroom and showers, making her way towards you. I can't get over how wonderful this place is and how content it feels now. Yeah, I agree with you there, Jordan. This place is very awesome. Uh, Jordan heads for the front door. Where should we go look next? Oh, I don't know. I guess there's only a couple places left to look now, right? The doctor's house and the old hospital? Which place would you go? Jordan looks at you. I don't know. Should we check out the doctor's house or the old hospital? So if you decided to check out the old hospital, continue reading on. If you want to look at the doctor's house, turn to chapter number 9. So you and Jordan walk quickly up the driveway to the old 3-story hospital. The hospital now stands proudly painted white with accents of oak wood on window frames and doors. It has 6 tall white pillars on top 13 solid cement stairs, at least 20 feet long. A roof is attached to pillars, giving both shade for those below and a deck for the rooms on the second floor. The deck runs the entire length of the building. The third level has only windows with no deck. The stairs lead up to the set of 2 12-foot high oak doors. Each door has its own hand carving. One door has beautiful eagles and the other has gorgeous wolves. You reach for the doors with anticipation of it being very heavy as it opens with ease. You step into the foyer. First thing you notice, there is no restricted sign. Jordan walks in behind you. Ooh, it's quite beautiful in here. Look at the dual staircase. She walks up to the left side of the staircase, softly dragging her hand across the hand-carved railing while she starts walking up the stairs. Wow. It's all oak wood, hand-carved too. Wow, this is beautiful. As you make your way to the left side of the staircase, you notice how the entrance leading to the meeting room in the mess hall has an arched doorway with 50 plus round tables, all set with plates, cups, and silverware for 5 people per table. You grab the handrail of the staircase. Instantly, your eyes close and you can visualize a native man carving the symbols you feel under your fingertips. He smiles at you and continues to work on his symbols. You hear Jordan, "I need to go to the washroom, and there's one right down the hallway. Meet me there." When opening your eyes, you barely can get a glimpse of Jordan letting the door go behind her as she walks away. You continue up the stairs to the first level of the hospital. Pulling the door open, you see Jordan waiting by the washroom. She waves at you, jumping back and forth like she still needs to use the washroom. When getting a few feet from Jordan, the washroom door opens and a woman dressed like a nurse walks out. "Excuse me, ladies," she continues down the hallway. Jordan runs into the washroom. "I'll be out in a minute. Wait for me." You stand outside the single-person washroom waiting for Jordan when you hear a baby crying. It's coming from around the corner of the hallway where the nurse headed. You knock on the bathroom door. "Hurry, Jordan. I think that nurse was a ghost. I can hear a baby crying now." Jordan comes running out of the washroom, still tucking in her shirt. "What? Where? What baby?" "Oh, come on, Jordan. That nurse, she went this way. Come on, let's go." Baby cries again. "Oh, I can hear the baby now. Hurry up. I want to see the baby." Once turning the corner at the end of the hallway, you find a large corner room with 6 cribs lined up side by side in front of the windows going from center of the wall to the 10-foot high ceiling. A nurse dressed in a white nurse's dress and a white nurse's cap stands next to a woman holding a crying baby. You walk in. "Excuse me, do you live here by any chance?" The nurse answers, "Oh, yes, we do. I have lived and worked here for many years. I love this place. It is so peaceful and tranquil." The woman, she answers, "We haven't lived here as long as Nurse Jan, but we love it just the same." "Hmm," Jordan comments to the woman. "You have such a cute baby. How old is he?" "Oh, he is still pretty young, only 9 months old." You nicely comment, "Yes, I must agree, your son is adorable. Thank you for taking the time to speak with us." "Oh, it has been my pleasure. Enjoy your journey. It's beautiful here," the nurse adds her part to the conversation. "Yes, I must agree. There couldn't be a better place to spend the rest of your time." You head out of the door, continuing left down the hallway. Each room has a closed door. A person walks towards you, stopping to unlock a door and walking in. Jordan, they must rent out this area of the hospital with all these doors closed. What do you think? Let's take these stairs and see what we can find upstairs," increasing your pace as you walk to the stairway. Once getting to the third level of the hospital, you notice all the doors in the bathroom are open. You can also hear children laughing and chatting. Further down the hallway, you stop and look at the first of 2 beds, both covered in cotton sheets, 2 pillows, and a duvet. Both beds face the wall of windows with a small wooden night table between the beds. An oil lantern sits on the wooden table and the box of wooden matches next to it. As you continue down the hallway, you notice every room looks the same. On the opposite side of the hallway, the bedrooms look slightly different. There are still 2 beds covered in cotton sheets, 2 pillows, and a duvet with a small wooden table between them. The main difference is the wall of windows in this bedroom are doors opening out to a deck, where the beds have been pushed out onto the deck. As you continue down the hallway looking in the bedrooms, you see 2 elderly women laying on the beds that have been pushed out onto the deck. One is reading a book and the other woman is sleeping. When walking in the room, you state, "Oh, hi, how are you 2 ladies today?" Neither of the 2 women acknowledge you. Instead, they don't seem to move at all. You walk around the first bed to stand between them, looking directly at the woman who is reading when you realize they are wax figurines. Jordan walks into the same room. Hello, ladies. You interrupt Jordan before she says anything more. Don't bother, Jordan. They aren't living, or a ghost for that matter. Jordan walks towards you as you head for the door. These wax people really do look real. It's amazing. She reaches over and touches the woman who was sleeping. You look back for Jordan. Hey, Jordan, can you hear the kids down the hallway? Are you going to read to them too? Ha ha ha, very funny. I think I'll pass this time. The closer you get the voices of the children, you see the framed letter on the wall reading, We dedicate this library to all those who lived and died in this hospital. May you all rest in peace from the veterans. When reaching the library, the children's voices become quiet. There sits on the floor and in chairs are children either reading a book or coloring. Jordan comes up from behind you, asking you heard kids, did you? I don't think any of these kids are real. I think they're wax figurines. Yeah, I know, I heard kids. I think you're right, but these are kids in the library. They don't seem to be moving. Just as you reach out to touch one of the kids sitting in the chair, another one comes walking in from outside. Hi, welcome to the library. There's a lot of books to read and even some coloring books too. Want to come outside? It's really nice out there. Before you can even respond, you hear Jordan, sure, that sounds pretty awesome to me. Do you live here? The young boy answers, oh, yes, yes, I live here. With my parents. I love it here. I never plan to leave. Come on, I'll show you a secret place to watch the stars late at night. Ouch. He walks back out a short, thin door, then looks almost like a window. You follow Jordan as she lifts her leg up and to get through the door, crawling through the door right after her. Outside is a small area with 3 small chairs facing out to the massive sandstone waterfall. The moon and the stars shining brightly, giving light over the garden and the village area. The young boy offers, I can show you the secret way to get back into the building from outside. Want to come? Oh, instantly, Jordan's in there. For sure, I'll follow you. You watch as the young boy begins to walk along a narrow path located right against the wall of the hospital. Your stomach begins to turn as you slowly make your way down the path, coming to yet another small door that looks like a window that opens sideways. You crawl through to find yourself in a sitting area with 2 couches against either wall, across from each other, and an armchair on either side of them. A woman sits in one of the chairs knitting socks with a smile on her face. She speaks to the young boy. What do you think you're doing, young man? You have been told not to be outside this late at night. Now go and find yourself a nice book to read. She goes back to her knitting, not missing a stitch. She doesn't seem to notice either you or Jordan. You both find a set of double hospital doors leading to an unknown area. With anticipation in your voice, Jordan, what do you think is behind those doors? You think it's safe? Well, I'm sure it's safe. There would be a sign or something, some kind of something that would warn us if it wasn't safe, wouldn't there? Plus this place where the living and the spirits can live together in peace, right? You slowly make your way to the doors, looking through the window, seeing a doctor standing at the end of a hospital bed reading a medical chart. One nurse is sitting next to the bed with a young woman lying in it. A second nurse is taking the temperature of an older man laying in another bed. Jordan puts her head over your shoulder, looking through the window in the door. So, are you ready to go in yet? Sure, why not? What's the worst that can happen? You push door open with help from Jordan, who walks right up to the doctor and pokes his arm. Looks back at you. Come on, they aren't even real. Look at this place. It must have been the old restricted area. Oh yeah, this is a major reminder of what all those who lived and died here went through all them years ago. Congratulations, you have just received a free pass to the doctor's house. As you and Jordan half skipping and half running your way to the doctor's house. Oh, I wonder how the doctor's house is. It looks now pretty awesome. What do you think? Jordan skipped along right next to you. I can't only imagine. Look at how the landscape is so alive. Every tree, bush, and flower is in full bloom. You and Jordan start walking up the dark green grass, heading for the bright white doctor's house. You observe how beautiful all the different types of bushes are in the bloom. There's the honeysuckle bushes, raspberry bushes, Saskatoon berry bushes, even some chokecherry bushes, all surrounded in the entire house. To the right of the house is entrance to the front door. A few steps further out from the house is a hand-built, wood-carved bridge. A red rose ivy has wrapped itself around both sides, with two weeping willow trees on either side cloaking over the bridge, giving the bridge a very elegant look. To the left of the doctor's house is a back door entrance with a huge boulder halfway down the sidewalk, with a flight of stairs chiseled into it, leading down to the backyard. As you stand back admiring the outside of the house, Jordan, I'm going to take this bridge over and see where it takes me. Okay, well, I'm going to take these stairs over here. They look really neat, like they've been carved into a huge rock. As you make your way to the bridge, you realize it goes over a man-made pond with water lilies floating everywhere. A frog hops from one lily to the next as a hummingbird hovers next to a lily. Dozens of 6-foot-high cattails surround the water edge, and their slender leaves stand straight up next to their brown corn-dog-shaped flowers. A line of yellow honeysuckle bush flowers peek through each cattail, making it mimic a water painting. Jordan walks closer to the huge rock, noticing how much work it must have taken to not carve but chisel each step into it. A dash of wildflowers and Grandpa Tiger lilies follow alongside the staircase, close to the side of the house. Tall maple and oak trees sit off in the distance, giving shade partway down the stairs. She comes to the end of the stairs, meeting with a long driveway. It is the left of the driveway is a set of 3 stairs chiseled not out of yet another large rock, leaving top of rock to make as a makeshift landing. Sorry, I'll read you that sentence. To the left of the driveway is a set of 3 stairs chiseled out of yet another large rock, leaving top of rock as a makeshift landing. Jordan makes her way over to see why someone would have made stairs in the middle of nowhere. Once walking up the stairs, she finds the perfect clothesline attached between 2 trees. As you come to the end of the bridge, stepping stones give you a pathway through the beautiful little herb garden, with a bench chiseled from a large rock sitting off to the far right. The strawberry patch runs freely alongside all the honeysuckle bushes. You help yourself to a handful of strawberries on your way by. The thought of eating them makes your mouth water. Alongside the driveway is 3 crabapple trees graced with many apples fresh for the picking. You meet Jordan on the driveway behind the doctor's house. You comment quietly. Isn't it peaceful here, Jordan? Turning back towards the house. Wow, look at the back of the house. It's built into the side of the huge hill we just walked up. From the backyard is seen how the entire basement wall of windows from floor to ceiling with the door to the right of windows leading directly out to the driveway. The main floor also has a complete wall of windows from floor to ceiling, allowing the sun rays to enter both levels of the house. Jordan follows you to the basement door. You slowly open it, peeking in, finding a large open area. There's two long couches sitting against the far wall. An oak end table sits between them with a large green and white striped spider plant on the table. Shoots of baby spider plant hanging freely over the edge. A black cast iron potbelly stove sits against left wall with a bookcase full of books filling the wall next to it. You begin walking towards the door leading to your right, finding two young girls in the laundry room containing a wringer washer and a wash tub sitting next to it. They both have long, wavy, tied-back hair, dressed in ankle-length flower dresses, woolen socks, and laced-up black leather shoes. One is using the wringer washer, feeding the clothes through the wooden roller and passing them to the second young girl, who is placing them in the tub of water to rinse them and then handing them back to be put through the wooden wringer a second time, before placing them in the laundry basket. Neither of the young girls seem to notice either you or Jordan. Jordan. I remember how my Nana used to own one of those wringer washers. She hated it, especially after her arm got caught in the wooden wringer part of that top of the machine. Oh, yeah. My grandma was the opposite. She loved hers and would never replace it. You and Jordan make your way up the basement stairs leading directly to the kitchen. What a beautiful kitchen it is. Immediately to your left is a large wooden icebox. The top is flipped open, showing where blocks of ice would be placed. The bottom part of the icebox has 4 doors, with windows showing areas for food to be stored, with a window above it. Next to the icebox is the most breathtaking hand-carved oak corner china cabinet filled with crystal trinkets and white china plates, cups and bowls. A hand-made oak table sits in the middle of the kitchen with 5 oak chairs surrounding it. The crochet dolly sits in the middle of the table with a vase filled with wildflowers. There is a stunning white double porcelain sink placed within a long black garnet counter with lower oak cupboards against the right wall. There is a window above the sink and the back door is to the left of the counter. A second black garnet counter, also with lower cabinets, is attached to the far wall with a large cast iron potbelly stove on the far left of the counter. A kettle sitting on top, all accented with light hardwood flooring throughout the entire area. The light hardwood floor continues through an archway door leading past a half-circular staircase, through another arched doorway into the living room area. The living room has a light brown upright cabinet-style piano and piano stool sitting immediately to your right, taking up the entire wall, dividing the kitchen from the living room. A bookcase full of books and the family pictures fills the wall between the piano and the front door. A fireplace takes up most of the wall to the left of the front door, leaving only enough room for a small corner table with a dark green rubber plant sitting on it. 2 oversized armchairs sit in the front of the wall of the windows, with an oak end table between them. A wall of mirrors is across from the fireplace with a large couch in front. 2 oak end tables and a matching coffee table is strategically placed around the couch. A tall man stands next to the fireplace with a pipe in his hand, gazing out of the window with a slight hesitation. Hi, you have a beautiful home. Did you build it yourself by any chance? The woman acknowledges you with a quick nod and a smile while the man answers, Thank you for admiring our home. Yes, we did build our own home and most of the furniture in it. Jordan walks into the living room area. Oh, who are you talking to? Oh, hi. Nice home you have. The woman answers, Why, thank you very much. We are so pleased that you are able to spend the rest of we are able to spend the rest of our time here. I can't ask for anything more. Jordan calmly says, that sun coming through all these windows sure does help warm your home up, I bet. It's so nice in here. Did you build this amazing staircase? Are you the person who put all that work into this place? I noticed even the spindles on the stairs are hand carved. Yes, yes, yes. He definitely put a large amount of work into this place. Even all the furniture is handmade and hand carved by him, Jordan. What? Yes, even the stairs outside are hand chiseled out of a huge rock. Excuse me, sir, did you make the stairs outside as well? He smiles. Oh, yes, I did. I was the one who built and carved almost everything around our home. Wow. I want to thank you both for allowing us access to your home. Is it all right if we look upstairs as well? He answers, by all means, enjoy your journey. As you head towards the stairs, oh, come on, Jordan, let's go upstairs and see what it looks like. Sounds like a good plan to me. Come on, let's go. As you walk up the stairs, you take a moment to admire the hand-carved spindles, then stop again to take in the scenery through the wall of windows behind the stairs. At top of stairs is a door leading right into the bathroom containing yet another stunning porcelain sink, sunk into the handmade vanity with a framed mirror above it. There is running water, as a toilet sits below a small window and a bathtub with showers across from the sink. To the right is the bathroom. There's a smaller bedroom. A single bed with a hand-carved frame sits around under the window. A small dresser sits next to an armoire slightly open, showing clothing hanging inside. Another smaller bedroom is next to it, containing same type of furniture with yet a third room at the end. This one has two single beds, also with hand-carved frames. There are two dressers and an armoire twice the size as the other ones. To the left of the bathroom is a bedroom. This room is much larger, containing a four-post oak bed, a set of chest of drawers, and a vanity makeup table with a mirror, drawers, and a bench for sitting on. Again, all the furniture in this room is hand-carved. You sit on the edge of the bed. Wow, Jordan. There's no words to explain how amazing this entire journey was. You think we changed everything forever? Jordan sits on the end of the bed. I really don't know the answer to that question. I sure hope so. Would hate to have all those ghosts roaming around looking for their loved ones or stuck in an endless loop of suffering. Should we try leaving and head back to the driveway in front of the hospital? I really hope things don't go back to the way they used to be. Jordan stands up and responds, guess we have to leave. We can't stay here forever, right? You also stand up, slowly making your way to the bedroom door. Yeah, here goes nothing. Come on, let's go. You and Jordan slowly make your way back down the main stairs through the kitchen to the back door. Jordan slowly opens the back door, peeking her head around the corner. You look over her shoulder, hoping to see everything still in full bloom and beautiful. Jordan asks with a slight laugh. So, well, it looks good so far. Everything is still alive out here. You step outside. Woohoo, I think we did it, Jordan. We should be safe to head back to the hospital driveway now. As you and Jordan make your way back down the hill to the hospital driveway, you ask, Jordan, can you see him? Is that an elder coming up the hill? Jordan starts running towards the elder. You run after Jordan, meeting up with the elder. Is this for real? Did we change this place into a retreat of some kind? The elder calmly answers, welcome, ladies. First, let me congratulate you both for doing such a wonderful job on believing in that of which you do not understand, by showing compassion and empathy for those you have never met, and a willingness to offer both spirits who once roamed lost within these lands a place to stay for the rest of their time. I also want to thank you for seeing and understanding how the living can live on the same land of those who have crossed over, giving content to both. Jordan looks at you with a smile. I guess that means we did it. You smile back. Wow, amazing journey this week. I can hardly wait to tell my mom all what happened. The altar interrupts your conversation. Sorry, ladies, but you two are the only living beings that know what has happened here. This journey you will only be able to share with each other. I thank you both again. Oh, Jordan responds, well, that kind of sucks, but at least we did it together and we can share it with each other. Yeah, okay, yeah. Thank you for all your knowledge with helping us achieve such an amazing goal, sir. I'm thrilled to know this place is now peaceful for both the living and those who have crossed over. The elder gives you both a heartwarming smile. It's time for me to go now. Stay safe. He walks towards the doctor's house, disappearing into thin air. You stand there, bewildered. Wow. I think I have witnessed everything possible since coming here. You start dancing, continuing. This is so awesome. Everybody is free to roam this land for the rest of time. Jordan begins dancing along with you. Ho, I could say it better myself. Let's go home. You and Jordan do somersaults and cartwheels all the way back down the hill, running the rest of the way to the driveway, where you are met by an older woman. Hi, ladies. All suitcases have been moved to the foyer for the main entrance to the Heritage Retreat Center. Please gather your items. Parents will be here to take you home soon. You thank the nice woman before you and Jordan make your way into the Heritage Retreat Center. Everyone there is very happy and excited to be heading home. You and Jordan search for your belongings, finding them without an effort. You give Jordan a hug, a huge hug. Remember, we can't share what we did with anybody, Jordan. It's been an awesome week camping with you. Let's be sure to do it again. Jordan gives you a huge hug back. I will remember. Yes, we will definitely do this again. You and Jordan walk out of the retreat, arm in arm with a huge smile on your faces. You both see that your parents have arrived. With another quick hug, you both jump into your parents' cars. With a wave goodbye to Jordan, your mom begins driving. You observe the new sign at the entrance to the old haunted tuberculosis clinic. Welcome to the Heritage Retreat of Saskatchewan. You hear your mom. Did you have fun camping at the retreat, dear? Oh, yes, I did. I had the best time ever, Mom. I can hardly wait to come back here again. As your mom turns left on the dirt road heading to the highway, you see him, the elder, standing next to the road, waving to you as you drive by. You notice how your mom doesn't even see him. You look back watching as he seems to walk up a golden staircase leading to the heavens above. You give him one last wave as he seems to disappear into the night. Congratulations, you have found the end. This is Hippy Sue signing off. So if you enjoyed my book, or this part of it so far, do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe, even hit that bell for notifications for other books that will be coming out soon. If you'd like to donate, well, I'll have a link in the bottom there, and we'll see what other links I can add. But we'll put an email address in there for donations at this time. And if you donate, I thank you. And if you don't, I understand. So, Hippy Sue signing off.